Transformational Tuesday. I am Psychic Medium Samantha Faye. Thank you so much for joining me once again. I must say, as always, I would not be here if it was not for you. So thank you always for your kindness, your love, for your support, for your participation. I love it. Truly, madly, deeply. I've got my comments here too, so I'm going to be able to check in with you as we go. See if I can get this set up here on the table. All right, beautiful. So, something happened last night that I really do feel like was a big deal. And a lot of you have been maybe feeling the pressure building up in your lives lately. Things have been going a little bit crazy. The intensity has been building up. The growth has been really significant. Shifts are happening. Things are happening out of our control to redirect us into new pathways. Sometimes with us willing, sometimes with us not so much. So, last night in my Earth Angels class, I felt that we all had this really big breakthrough. I know that for myself, I feel completely different today, which is an amazing feeling. And one of the students in our class last night said something that really stuck with me, and I wanted to share that because it's just so beautiful and it's so hopeful and it's so full of love. She said, we look at things and we look at opportunities and we get scared. What if I'm rejected? What if I run into judgment? What if they don't like me? What if I fail? What if I end up in debt? All of these things that come up when we're looking at making a decision, right? We all feel those. We all know them. It's part of our human nature to look at what are the positives and the negatives, what are the pros and the cons to the decisions that we make. Now, what she did say that lasted with me, it was like the first thing I thought about when I woke up this morning is, but what if I find love? What if I find love? What if you find love? What if you had that mentality going into the grocery store? What if you had that mentality going to get coffee? You can find love everywhere and anywhere. And so what if we change our thinking around into what if I find love? I used to have a friend that would tell me, because sometimes I'm like, I don't really care about looking cute. And she's like, I look cute every day because you never know when you're going to meet the man of your dreams. And I laughed about it, and I thought that was funny. And this, like, what if we find love concept doesn't even necessarily have to be about romantic love, relationship love, but that we can find love in friendship, we can find love in companionship, we can find love even just for the person that knows our name at the coffee shop that we go to. That, like, let's just agree, and you can agree or not, doesn't matter. But what if we agreed to just look at the opportunities that we have to find love, or to create love, or to embrace love? And what does that truly and actually mean? So, with that as our theme today, I brought out 2 decks, which I'm really excited about. So, this is the first time I've ever brought 2 decks with me. One of those cards came out really easily. And I'm just going to let the deck do the talking. Here's this one. Yep, okay. All right, then I have the Angel Answers. These ones are absolutely beautiful. Oh, look. Yes! Whatever you were wondering about. Yes! That's what I like to do when I play with these cards is shuffle, let my mind wander, see what happens, where does my mind go, and then the second a card ends up in my hand that's meant to be pulled, that's the one that I go for. So, we've got 3 cards here. The first one we have is the 8 of Michael. This one is you can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation. Not seeing things clearly. So, this was a major theme last night is what are we allowing to blind us? What are we allowing to get in our way of our own freedom? Now, this can be you. This doesn't have to be an external force. This can be you. You can be the one in your own way. You can be letting your ego get in the way by saying, I already know more. And that can be a defense mechanism. Because if your pride isn't ready to let itself be in growth, then your ego is going to get triggered and triggered and triggered. And if your ego gets triggered, then you don't want to be wrong. And if you don't want to be wrong, then you are always right and you will never grow. So, letting yourself see beyond what you don't want to see. And the tricky thing about that is that you're the one that's in control of that. So if you are at a point where you're ready to set your own self free by seeing what is it that is coming to you, what are the opportunities that are coming into your life, what is being handed to you on a silver platter. And this could be freedom, this can be beauty, this can be what seems like destruction in your life. A lot of times people see maybe divorce or a breakup as destruction, when in reality what is happening is that you have already learned the lessons that you were meant to learn with that one person. And when that one person teaches you how to value yourself and how to grow beyond what is capable in that relationship, then it's time to split, and it's okay. It's totally okay, and that can happen in love. So I use divorce or a breakup as an example, but there are tons and tons of examples of this. Is what is the opportunity that's coming to you? It may look like destruction in the beginning, when in reality, it is actually the force that is setting you free. It's a force that is breaking the cage so that you can expand and explore in new territories for new lessons, for new growth, for new love to show up. What if you find love on the other side of the cage that you're in right now? What if? What if you find a new version of you? What if you find a version of you that is loving and accepting and caring of yourself? We're not even talking about other people right now. This is about you. This is all about you and how you relate to yourself. Because when you have extraordinary amounts of self-love and self-value, the people around you will also treat you as such. You will not be a doormat. You will not be taken advantage of. You will not be someone who is seen or taken for granted when you begin to value yourself. So this whole what if you find love concept, what I'm really trying to point out here is what if you find love with yourself? What if the love that you are depriving yourself of, what if the love that you feel that void for, that loneliness, that longing, maybe you're even in a relationship and you're feeling this. That's because it's time for you to fill your own cup. Yes, your responsibility. So let's see what the next card is. I love this. The Queen of Michael. Brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, and humorous. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience and a time for career rather than relationship. I love it when this card comes up. Kayla, can you please? Loki's tearing apart something that he's not supposed to be tearing apart. So, with this, a time for career rather than relationships. So, in this card, in this space, this is again reaffirming that this time, this what if you find love, has everything to do with self-love. Has everything to do with you acknowledging your value, your growth, your potential for more in your own life. And so when you start seeing that and you start seeing that value for you, yes, I hear that this card says career, and yes, this is about your business choices. What are you choosing to do to make money? And I know that for a lot of you that are watching this, you have aspirations or you have inspirations to either be doing readings, to help people, to help animals. A lot of you are healers, a lot of you are empaths, a lot of you are intuitives, because those are the people that I attract into my life, into my circle, into my internet community. And so when you're looking at this, your time for career rather than relationships, it's about finding love for yourself by dedicating your life to something that is fulfilling to you. That isn't just waking up and going to a job. That isn't just getting up and doing something for somebody else. And maybe your job is taking care of you, And you are your own entrepreneur, you have your own business, and at the same time, what is it that is more for you? There's something more for you in this space. So go ahead and take a look at that. And when we do that, let's go ahead and look at the final card. Trust. So this is showing me also to release the control. Release the idea that you have your own answers. Trust is an antidote to ego, to arrogance, to the know-it-all. Trust is surrender. Trust is knowing that you are held, that there is a plan so much bigger for you, that you as a spirit being have already agreed to before you took the body, before you came into your mama's womb, and before you were birthed into this world. You had an agreement, you had a path, you had lessons, you have a destiny, you have a purpose, and there are ways for you to fulfill this. And the way that you do that is through trust. You do that through trust, and you do that through surrender. Surrendering into the greater force that is for you. Surrendering into the guidance of your angels, surrendering into the guidance of your guides. So this is something that one of my favorite people, Doreen Virtue, the card decks that I use, love her. She said something to me, or not to me, in one of her videos. I felt like she was talking to me, I love it. But she said something in one of her videos that I absolutely loved. And what she said was that we have free will. We as human beings have free will on this planet. Now, your angels and your guides are not here to interfere. They can put opportunities there for you. They can shift things. They can direct you into places at the right time, in the right moment. They can show you signs. They can do these things. But they cannot influence your free will without your permission. So if you decide that you would like more support from your guides, that you would like more support from your angels, you can ask them for help. You can ask them for bonuses. You can ask them for rewards. You can ask them for signs. You can ask them for guidance. You can ask them for emotional support even. You can ask them to hold you when you feel like you're hitting your rock bottom, and you will feel the wings wrap around you if you can believe that they exist. So when you let your guard down and you begin to step into trust, that what if you find love? What if what you find on the other side of your fear, what if you find an extraordinary, boundaryless, limitless, unconditional love that has no boxes, that has no this and this and this. This means love. I love you because you're my brother. I love you because you're my sister. I love you because you're my mom. I love you because you're my partner. All of these things are different labels for love, but what is at the base of it? The foundation has no boxes, has no containers. So give yourself an opportunity to connect in with that. And what does that actually mean for you when you give yourself a moment to trust? And you give yourself a moment to really let the layers fall away of everything that isn't you, that's keeping you stuck, that's keeping you hidden, and keeping you from not seeing things clearly. Get out of your own way. There's so much more for you, and your angels are here ready to hand it to you on a silver platter. It's just time for you to open your eyes and see that they're there. So start praying. If you don't pray, start praying. What does prayer mean? You communicate with your angels, you communicate with your guides, you communicate with God, the universe, source energy, creator. Whatever your God is, there are, in my opinion, there are many gods, there are many goddesses. There's an energy source that we can all tap into because we exist from it. We are creations of the Creator. So when you tap into that energy, know that you have a very specific purpose and very specific reason for being. When you find that purpose, you will find your fulfillment that will lead you to the ultimate career, as we use that word here, of your choice, but that will bring you fully into the fulfillment of your destiny. So right now, back to this. You can be free. Stop making excuses. Stop committing to drama. Stop committing to your pain. Stop committing to being broke. Stop committing to being the victim. You're not. You are a piece of divine will. So open yourself up and start to experience that, because it's within you. It's not without you. And it's up to you to do the work. I can tell you words all day long, but it's up to you to be able to experience it and feel it. So, I'm going to look at, oh, no, the comments are not there, so I'm not going to look at those. But what I am going to do is pull just one more card. It's going to be our little finale card. All right. All right, so go ahead and think of a question. And be very specific on how you word it to yourself. Maybe you close your eyes, maybe you just go within. But what is the one question that you really want clarity on right now? All right, are you clear on that? Very clear, no question, no wishy-washy. You have your question at hand. All right, are you ready? The answer is no, with an exclamation point. No. Find a different way. Find a different path. Whatever it was that you were asking about is not for you. So find a different way. Open yourself up. There's more for you than what you can see right now. All right. So with that, thank you so much for joining me. Normally I have some sort of an announcement here for something that's upcoming, and right now the closest thing I have is a live event that's coming up in August. I'm super excited about it, and finalizing the deals and the dates and all of that tomorrow, so I'll definitely be keeping you posted about when and where that is. Well, it's going to be in Reno, Nevada, so I'd love to see you there. Up until this point right now, I am swamped with clients. I am booked, and it feels oh so good. So with that, if you do want to do a session, or if you do want to work with me individually, I'm still accepting applications. I'm still accepting interviews to just kind of see what we can work out. But otherwise, the best thing for us to do is to continue sticking with the Transformational Tuesdays, stay in the daily sunshine. If you're interested in getting a little bit more, diving a little bit deeper, the Intuitive Connection Academy is also an option. It's a $37 monthly membership site. We do a class, we do a live or a recorded meditation for you to download and keep forever, and then a live Q&A every month. And so that has been extraordinary and is amazing. So if you are interested in that, let me know. We'll send you the link. And otherwise, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic week. Thank you all so much for joining me in Florida last week. And hopefully, yeah, I definitely will be connecting with you before next Tuesday. So keep an eye out. All right. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon. Ciao.